Have you ever had a day where you felt unstoppable in Siege? Like every flick, every shot, every single play was perfection. You're in the zone, you're carrying your friends, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm improving so much, I might never lose a game again. But then the very next day, it's the complete opposite. You can't hit a target that's practically standing still. Your reactions feel slow, and you're left sitting there wondering, what the f just happened, and why am I so inconsistent? The cycle of being insane one day and terrible the next is frustrating, but there's a reason it happens, and more importantly, there's a way to fix it. Let's talk about why you're so inconsistent and how to finally change that. Here's the harsh truth. There are countless variables that affect your performance. Some of these you can control and others you can't. Let me give you some examples. Your PC randomly bugging out and lagging. Your current mental state that day. Are you happy, angry, anxious, or just off? Your internet being bad and having random lag spikes that you can't control, or even small things like the temperature of your room or how consistent your setup is with how it was the day before. Now, the idea isn't to eliminate all of these variables because some of them are outside of your control. Instead, the goal is to limit them as much as possible. And the way to do that is by building a consistent routine before you play. Consistent preparation leads to consistent play. But before we talk routines, let's address the mental part of consistency. You need to predetermine how you're going to react to bad situations in Siege. For example, what's your mindset going to be if you start a game 0-4 or lose your first 3 games in a row? Most normal players will tilt in those situations, and that tilt clouds their judgment, leading to even worse gameplay. Instead, make conscious decisions before you even queue up. You're not playing to win every single game or to be perfect because that's impossible. You're playing to improve. Let's actually break this down even more. Say you average 6 kills per game and you start the game off 0-3. Most players in this situation would panic. They'd focus on the fact that they're going negative and let that frustration ruin the rest of their match. But a player with a strong mental game knows that they can still turn that game around. They understand that consistency isn't about perfect starts, it's about staying composed and focusing on the process. The key is focusing on making correct decisions and not forcing crazy plays to make up for a bad start. Consistency is about staying in control mentally no matter how the game begins. Now, like I said earlier, consistency requires a routine that limits variables. So I'm actually going to give you guys a routine and a checklist of 7 things you need to include in your gaming routine to hit peak mental and physical performance every single time you play. First off is eat breakfast. Before gaming, you need to fuel your body and fuel your brain. Number 2 is get good sleep. If you're tired, you're not going to perform well. End of story. Warm up before jumping into rank. Spend 15 or 20 minutes in T-Hunt or aim trainers like Kovacs or Aimlabs or whatever you need to do to get yourself locked in. Number 4, wear the right clothes when you're playing. If your room is cold, wear a hoodie. If it's warm, then dress accordingly to that. Comfort matters, and it's going to make you feel more at ease when you're playing. Next is pre-focus. This means actually having a 20-second moment with yourself, either out loud or in your head, reminding yourself of where your mental should be before playing. Also be incorporating frequent breaks when you're playing. You should be stepping away after a couple games to reset your mind and your body. If that means walking around your room, going outside for a little bit, or just getting some food to help you refuel, all of these things are super important. And last but not least, at the end of the day, you should be reviewing your mistakes. After your session, watch replays or clips to learn from what went wrong. This is the #1 sure way to improve and keep your play at a consistent level. If you've ever wondered why you're inconsistent in Siege, it's not just bad luck, it's the result of uncontrollable variables, a weak mental, and a lack of preparation. But the good news is you can fix all that. Start by controlling what you can, your mindset and your routine. Build habits that limit unnecessary variables and create a foundation for consistent performance. The next time you have an off day, don't let it destroy your confidence. Remember, Siege is a game of discipline. Be consistent in your preparation and you'll be consistent in your gameplay. If this helped you in any way, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments some things you guys have in your gaming routine to feel ready to play. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay updated on my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.